For the last 20 years, I'm a Celebrity has been the only show where you can watch a bunch of B-list celebrities sleep in the jungle, eat random limbs, and argue with, well, literally anyone. But some moments got worse than just a snide comment. Like, I'm talking Jeremy Kyle level. So today, we're going to be looking at 3 of the most controversial moments in I'm a Celebrity. If you somehow don't know what this show is, way back in 2002, this majestic show appeared on our screens for the first time, and the ITV execs somehow convinced 12 stars to go to the middle of nowhere, sleep on uncomfortable beds, and shovel each other's but every so often, chaos descends and literally divides the country. In 2023, popular UK influencer Nella Rose entered the jungle alongside famous maitre d' Fred Sirius, probably butchered that, but apologies. Don't know how you go from showing people the tables to being in the jungle with a professional boxer, but here we are. At first, Nella and Fred actually got on quite well. But one night, while Fred and Nella were talking about his age, Fred jokingly said, "I could be your dad," referring to the age gap at the time. Well, the age gap's still the same, because forget I said anything.
Last night after dinner, Fred has made a comment about him basically how he could be my dad. And I took offense to that because one of the first conversations we had together was me opening up about the fact that my dad's passed away.
I can't see anything.
Do you wear contact lenses?
No.
Oh,
This is riveting. I'm surprised that they cut it.
I'm 51.
Yeah, but that's not old though.
Yeah, but I'm not 26 anymore, am I? I could be your dad.
Pardon?
I could be your dad.
No, my dad was way older than you.
Yeah, but I could still be your dad.
Although it doesn't look like it, Nella actually didn't take the comment well, since she'd already mentioned to him that her dad had sadly passed away, and she thought that what Fred said was insensitive. And this throwaway comment became literally the biggest talking point of the series. Well, second biggest. The next morning, Nella wasn't interested in talking things out. She refused the breakfast he'd made and ruthlessly ignored him for a full 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like about a minute. A hard-boiled egg takes longer to make than the vow of silence that she decided to take. But she basically made it clear she didn't want to speak to him.
And I kind of thought about it and I was just like, this is not the kind of person I want to be around.
Nels, I reckon you should eat this. I haven't seen you eat anything.
I'm good, babe. Thank you there.
No, seriously, Nella, you should eat, don't you think? Nella? Nella? Nella?
Right, so why does he keep calling me?
I'm sorry. Did she say, why does he keep calling me? I missed that when I first watched it. Doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together. Like, you can't just fully ignore him and then go, guys, why did he keep calling me? Why did he keep saying my name? I'm literally trying to ignore you over here.
Can you leave me alone?
You don't want to eat?
Leave me alone.
Okay.
He's really not bothered, is he? Not even trying to fight to hold the conversation, just, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I'm off to seat a couple of teenagers in front of a camera crew. And this is when the internet did what it does best and went absolutely mental, with the vast majority of people siding with Fred, saying it's an everyday expression and it wasn't intended to harm. Clearly a figure of speech. She's a perfect example of someone that's looking for opportunities to be offended and make good people look bad. Fred was trying to describe an age gap, not insult her. She's been unfair on him, even after he apologised for the unintended offence it caused. This woman is a professional victim. Everything that is wrong with people today. What an immature and disrespectful woman. Get her out. Right, I will admit a lot of these are a bit over the top. They reckon like she's committed a crime. She's just got upset.
I don't want to talk to you.
What have I done to you?
You made a comment yesterday.
What did I say?
You know what comment you said.
No, what did I say?
So you know that my mum's dead? And you know that my dad's dead. You know that, right?
Yes.
I've come to find out that every time I want to get creative around the fire or I want to have something my way, my own food that I'm entitled to, my way, you tend to get an attitude, right?
Okay.
So yesterday, when I wanted to burn fat that you was going to throw away anyways, it's not even something that we needed to survive in camp. You turned around to me with an attitude and said, you know I could be your dad, right? You know I could be your dad, right?
Maybe. We've watched an AI-generated clip. I don't think that's what happened. I think we've watched different clips.
To me, I don't care how you said it. To me, that's disrespectful, and I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I only allow people to disrespect me once. I don't want to talk to you. We can just live. You live on that side, I live on this side.
I think she's being unfair because she hasn't told him why she's upset. You can't expect him to guess why she doesn't want to talk to him if she seemingly wasn't bothered at the time.
Don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid about, oh, you know I could be your dad, right? You know my dad's dead. You're a weirdo.
I am
You're a weirdo.
sorry you took it.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
so sorry.
thank you.
Can I just say? First of all, I am sorry I've offended you. I only said that in a way because I am older than you. I'm 51 and you're 26.
I'm not stupid.
Nella, it wasn't
You're not
like
gonna
that.
little girl me. You're not.
Nella, it wasn't like that at all.
Okay, it wasn't like that.
How could you have lived to 26 and never heard the phrase, oh, I could be your dad, or oh, I could be your mum in reference to age? Like, it's a fairly common phrase. I know I've heard it at least once. And she says, oh, you're not gonna little girl me. I don't think he's trying to little girl her or like belittle her, like keep her in the dark about what it actually meant. I think it's just what it meant. Obviously, it'd probably probably be hard for her when people mention things like her dad or her mum, because, like I said before, they've sadly passed away. I think she's completely justified to be upset to some level, but I think after he apologised and she's still going on like this, I feel like it's a little bit immature, I'll be honest. Now, Fred had a big chunk of the public on his side, but this one is a surprisingly different story. This next one was zonks ago, but it's still being talked about, and it all started over... Actually, I'll tell you what, have a guess what it started over. I will give you 10 seconds, starting now. Shout it at your screen, go on. Take a wild guess. Yeah. Yep, you guessed it. It was over a tin of soup. Yeah, that's actually how World War I started for all you history nerds. People always tell you it was because of Archduke Franz Ferdinand getting assassinated. But what they don't tell you was why. It was all over a misplaced Heinz chicken noodle soup. Nearly 11 years ago now, I bet that makes you feel old, Lady C was in the jungle and had the viewers plonked in front of the tellies every night just to hate her. Boiling their blood like, well, the tomato soup, I guess. Lady C used her dingo dimes to purchase a can of soup from the creatively named Jungle Vending Machine.
Last night, Lady C took it upon herself to buy a tin of tomato soup.
Okay, I don't know who's getting what out of it, but I am taking out the soup.
We might be getting a banquet tomorrow.
It doesn't matter. I'm getting it, and that's all there is to
All right,
it.
go on then.
I'm getting it. We've been through this endlessly.
Go for it.
We've
Enjoy
spoken
it.
about it with...
I don't know how you can have that large of a debate over soup, just constantly, I'm getting the soup, I'm getting the soup, I'm getting the soup. We get it, get the soup, it's fine, get the soup. No one's telling you can't have it. They're all saying it's fine. Everyone thought that Lady C was saving the soup for the celebs in the bad camp. What a tongue twister. Mind you, this is episode 6. They've known Lady C for nearly a week at this point and thought she'd give the soup to the other celebs. I'm not one to judge a book by its cover, but I haven't figured out what she's like from reading the blurb is beyond me. She literally got into a fight with Tony Hadley on the second day. I've only seen like TikTok clips and skimmed the surface, but I'm pretty sure I could get a full video on Lady C.
Shall we agree that we offer them a quarter of the can of tomato soup?
They can have the whole thing.
No, they can have the whole bloody tin.
They can have the whole
Wow.
They're starving for 3 days.
I'm
Can't help
sorry?
themselves.
Because I'm big T.
Yes.
I'm big T.
And you, with due respect, are nowhere near as sensible as you think you are.
Right, okay.
I mean, he's a little better than a buffoon in many ways. The fact of the matter is, most of you, if not all of you, have to consider the effect you're having upon the public. I don't have to.
Now this is proper British telly. They're literally arguing over nothing, but God does it make good TV. This obviously blew up because who in the right mind argues over a singular tin of tomato soup? I'd understand if it was like a multi-pack, but how? And the UK was somehow split over this. Genuinely how? How are we split over this? So many people sided with Duncan on the grounds that Lady C was being selfish and unfair. Yet there were still people siding with Lady C on the grounds it was great late night TV. Realistically, this stopped being about soup about 30 seconds in, and it just became a huge mess of personalities clashing.
1 tin of tomato soup, for Christ's sake. End of story, they're having it.
Everything has a principle. When you are right, you are right. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. If I had done it the democratic way, all of you brain-dead people would still have it in there.
What a nasty woman you are.
This actually is just proper British telly. This is a Britain I've fought for, this is a Britain I will die for. And if you thought that was dramatic, wait until you see the next one because it literally ends in tears. Before we get on to sobbing celebs, I just want to stop you there. If you've made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another upload. I'm planning on posting more of these like TV drama-esque videos, so stay tuned. Anyway, back to the aggression. This next one is as fresh as Adam Thomas's tears because it literally comes from this year. For this one, we're going to be listening to the words of Shakira because this time's for Africa. It's a South Africa show. Returning contestants Jimmy Bullard and Adam Thomas came to South Africa for the All-Stars spin-off series, and during the live show, it all kicked off. I feel like that entire series could get its own video, so if you want to see that, let me know. Just for some brief context, in episode 15, Jimmy and Adam were paired together for a trial where if you finished last, you were sent home. Before even attempting his part of the trial, Jimmy said the sacred words that everyone dreads to hear. I'm a celebrity, Jimmy, get me out of here. Basically sealing his and Adam's fate. Back at camp, Adam started screaming at Jimmy, calling him a quitter and an idiot, and other things that weren't aired, which, to be fair, he did later apologise for. Jimmy defended himself at the time and threw his other campmates under the bus by saying, oh well, they quit too. The strongest of all arguments, I must say, that oh well, they did it first arguments always worked well in year 2. Luckily for Adam, he was allowed back into camp as the other celebs unanimously decided it was unfair for him to go home without even trying to fight for his spot. And you'd think, surely, if that had happened between 2 adults, that'd be the end of it. But no. Fast forward to the main event, and Jimmy had used the live finale in front of a studio audience to ambush Adam, shouting claims of abusive, aggressive and intimidating language during the conflict. Yeah, glass houses, mate. I do think that the reason he picked the finale to do this was because it's not like you can edit it out. But what I will say is thank you very much, Jimmy, because Jesus, was it a good watch.
I absolutely threw him under the bus. I get it. I absolutely get it. I'll wear that. I'll wear that. But what I don't stand on is someone being abusive, aggressive and intimidating. Hang on. Yeah, I don't stand on it. You were there. You had front row seat.
I get it, and that's what I want to come to.
You didn't show none of that.
But I was there. I didn't think it was intimidating.
You didn't?
No, I was there.
Wow.
I was there, Jim.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Go on, Antler. David Hay decided to jump in, backing Jimmy up even though he was voted out 4 days earlier and saw whatever the viewers saw.
Emotions were definitely running high in that moment, but you know, I think, you know, and listen, I've got nothing but love for Jimmy. I think it was just, you know,
it's a funny way of showing it.
David, the fight.
David,
That's the victim.
David, you've gone. You weren't even there.
Yeah.
Keep out of this.
Go on, Declan Dundee. You know who David Hay reminds me of here? Like those celebrity sidekicks who literally no one cares about. They're the ones that are like, stop filming me, but they've got a Gaussian blur over them. I know it's David Hay and he's not like a celebrity sidekick, but there's just no need to get involved. It's banging TV as is. Just trying to get in there and make it about yourself.
I like to say it as I see it. When I'm in a situation, I keep it real. And what I've seen is a lot of editing to make this poor guy look like a victim, so the people
Excuse me.
When we all had banter. We all had back and forth.
Oh god, it's like a panto, I love it. Adam, he's behind you. I see Gemma Collins has come as the foliage. The entire episode was just a shouty mess towards the end. No one was really landing the plane, I'll be honest. Ant tried to calm the situation down by saying Adam apologised, to which Jimmy said, it doesn't matter and I can take an apology. You sure about that? During the ad break, there were reports of Gemma Collins screaming at David, calling him names that I've been told by my parents that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube anymore. When the show returned, there was an atmosphere that was described as toxic by the unfortunately present audience members. Adam was crowned jungle legend with the most somber atmosphere, as well as reports of David calling him an unworthy winner. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a TV I'm been itching for. Not just me, but the nation has been wanting this for years and years. Especially since 2025 series, where literally everyone was so nice to each other. There was too much niceness on that season. No matter who you agree with, I don't think anyone expected the finale to end the way it did. With a shouting match, 2 contestants storming off, another 2 allegedly being escorted off the premises after the show. I'll let you guess who that was. And a few others crying. But I think we can all agree it was a great watch. If you want me to cover this in more detail, let me know, because I've actually just picked away at the surface here. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. TV drama, beef between creators, anything, but only if you subscribe with notifications on. Go binge watch all my videos, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.